Okay. Alright, should he return here? We'll be certain to let you know. I'm more interested in Cross story, somewhat more. Little footfalls. If Grolja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Crow and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there. That sucks. This is terrible. Like, well, here we are outside. But where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Gurulja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. You handle the outskirts, Alize? In the meantime, Ronald and I will head beyond that big wall. Going beyond the wall. The wall. Spire Trial Drift Down. Like, there's still one more. The Electro Strike. Noroja doesn't appear to be in the air. However, you catch sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. You spotted those people too, yes? They've seen something. Come on. Interesting. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask about Garuja. Garuja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken. My name is Tepu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Garuja. Oh, she's blind. So he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Gurulja, and why do you search for him? I'm family, though we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I've only met Gurulja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that would make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother, then that means you're... Yes, I'm Waklamat, vow of resolve of Tulioa, and I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zaralja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Gurulja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Garulja was headed south. There, he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. His personal little domain. Bind and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will, don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respects your wishes? Out of concern of our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gratefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Garulja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. Oh my god. This kind of looks like... Oh, it is! It's Alexander! Or Alexandria. No, Alexander. Andrea. The village. Not... I mean, the kingdom. Not, or, yeah, the kingdom. Because that's the fountain. Then again, it also looks like, it also looks like, Lean Square. Not Square. The, Memorial Square. I forget what it's called. Is it Lean Square? From Chrono Trigger. The very first area, the place you would go for the Millennial Fair. But it looks like the Chrono Cross version of that town, village, of that area. It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. It's more Charlotte. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. When he caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. Drowned bitches. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared into behind a building. But I'm pretty sure Garulja was heading further south. I'll contact Alize on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. What in the world's happening over there? Is that a feint or... I want to see this for myself. Yeah, it's Alexandria. It's Alexander, yeah. Yeah, it's the kingdom. It is truly the kingdom of Alexandria. Oh, ow. Ow. We gotta focus though. That's probably where they unleashed that weapon. That's the scar. This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up the search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gruul Jah, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Yeah. You have located Gruul Jah. Follow him quiet without being noticed. Yeah. There were people saying because of Dawn Trail, they have become excited for the remake that is being made for FF9, and it's like, yeah, I can understand now. Just the references are just like, wow. Follow Gruul Jah from a safe distance. Check the out. Ah. Ah, I failed. I guess I gotta watch. Wait. Yeah, just stay here. I think I can get to at least 99 before we have to stop. Because I only have a couple of hours. About 5 hours or something. Hmm? Okay. Oh. Hmm? Hmm. Ah. Well. What?
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
Why? What's
What's
this?
here, I wonder?
Aww.
So he's looking after those little ones.
The child playing the parent.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Gululja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Rusty. Oh my god, is this supposed to represent Spencer?
My name is
Or Steiner,
Wolfgat,
I mean?
and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But... I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
Yeah. He's representative of Steiner.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I.
He represents Steiner.
But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend.
Oops.
When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you.
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
Yep. Yep. He is.
You're captain of the knights?
You've been functioning for nearly 400 years. You seem different from other machines. Yeah. So he is representative of Steiner. Wouldn't be surprised if he's the ancestor.
There, I thought it was Gululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
she's going to spoil her nephew silly.
Yes.
I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? Which involves some yams and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. If you and Gulaja could go and speak with them. Sure. I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual. As for Ronald and Alize, I would be advised if you could procure some woolback meat. The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. We're all just hanging out here, apparently. I'm gonna grab this real quick, because we're right on top of it. Junkmonger, Mango, Cinnabar. Junkmonger. Amanda. Like, I've already seen the monk weapon. It's it's terrible. It's so bad. Like I said, once again, we're... These are... Ooh. Odin is up in Frankfurt. Odin? Oh. I've already done Odin. I don't need Odin. Did I? Yeah, I did. Dun, dun. Ah! No! Ow. Ow. Blah. That's what we're gonna eat. So I guess the whole, if we were in the shard itself, like, because this is just part of it being merged, that has fused into it. I guess the entire world would be covered in lightning storms, thunderstorms, and that is concerning. There it is again. What is that? Is it that? Or that? A scythe to an axe fight. 98. Okay, so I guess the next area would be 99, 100. What's this? Am I to understand you've already cured the meat? Yes. Good heavens, you have. And such a choice cut it is besides. It's plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Memories of a knight. Once Alice brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. What the? How old do you think I am, people? Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you have completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We exhausted our supplies of kindling electrodes. I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrode rations were issued to each citizen. While small, fragments may still be found here and there. If you can attain 5 pieces, say at least one ought to be what we require. That is, the kind that converts lightning to fire. Gurulja can identify them by their circuitry, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrode types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy foraging. Why do we have to do all that when we could just light a fire? Unless you guys don't know how to actually cook with actual true fire. Like a flame or flame. Mainly a flame. Heck, I could just make fire in my hands and just use that as a way to set one. Just saying. That's what the fire's reply does. It's just literally just and pouncing Corso. Yeah, cool. I'm grabbing it. I have plans to grab all that after the story. Story is top priority right now because we're short on time. Otis says you have electrodes for me. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see. This one creates wind. This one is for water. You can tell just like that. I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his... Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. It absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Ronald. Yeah, but we can just do this. Let me just show you. Oh. Where's that enemy? Uh-oh. Well, anyway, you get the gist. Wow. They were closer than I thought. Here, have one. I'm just being saving him. Me? There. Look at that. Just a giant explosion. That's all it is. Eh? Now that I've proven I can make fire out of these things. Thanks for your kind assistance. We have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part, and now I should do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will be soon served. Please tell me you're gonna... I don't have to read. This is the kind of thing families do. Guruja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of resolve and I doing the talking to Guana and the head of reason. Occasionally joined in, and Zaral spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No, both are our father. He's what people called blessed siblings, a Mamoja with two heads. Zaraja is his trueborn child, while Koana and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of resolve taught me that. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family even though you don't share the same blood? Hey. That's a good question. What about you? That's a loaded question, clearly. I do. And they're very dear to me. What is sticking out of my neck, by the way? I'd like to meet them one day. Yeah. I'd like to meet them too. Again. So, Gorolja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love and the things you hate. Anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me. We were hoping to hear your story too. Yes. As you wish, but you're forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed. Earlier still, when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person? Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you, and I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? It is only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights was to protect the royal family. In my time, that was their majesties, the king and queen, and their only child, her highness, the princess. By then, every nation on our star was embroiled in some matter of conflict over Electro. Thus was our kingdom drawn into war with its neighbor. That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to our people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, in her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Narrowly was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. We're doing that weird thing again, where we keep zooming in on people's faces with wide eyes, and we're like, did we hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but as so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet, it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to create a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a gray old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel, and by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who was recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life it wouldn't be Sphene, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. By description of her boundless kindness, must have carried in comparison with what no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. So that says it all. She's been keeping herself eternal by literally taking her soul from one vessel to pretty much from one body to another. Like this, just like what's his name said, Zeromus. In FF4, that is. The body dies, but the soul shall live forever. The Endless. So all this time, Sphene wasn't alive? She lives yet she does not. It is admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees the Queen sees that the queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. It's true. You don't. If you've lived in a place long enough, you don't question things that happen. You don't question why is the queen always eternal? Has not aged one bit. Are there endless apart from yourselves? Are there people at Evankeep endless tea? Are there endless? While there should be as many endless as those who have died, I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Scene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Ah. Weird. That they would do that to him, but just extract memories from a soul. Being inside a machine makes you feel different. How? Well, I do not understand the final points. My life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me. Much like a being of flesh and blood, hardly an endless, unchanging life. I am sure you'll agree. An endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the A. The A were in, yeah, we met in space. Do Kachu and the others know all about this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Crow and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. What was that? What was that? I'm guessing that was someone. I guess that was.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village.
Remember.
Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
That means.
Is anyone else here from the village?
So.
Hey!
Huh? Ellen Nespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
See, this is the problem with those things.
This
Versus someone who
cannot be.
doesn't wear one. Which means she is dead.
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
Crossroads. Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. Hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk, Guruja. We're going to get along great, I know it. You think so? I'm happy to hear. I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you will be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least a part of the way. About Sphene. Doesn't matter to me if she's an Endless, whether she's alive like you or me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Zaral's job watching. But at the very least, I'd like to know what the Endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just felt the urge to share my thoughts with you. Oh, on the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. What's that? Oh. He who remembers. When I get flight, I really do want to explore this completely. Like, look at everything. Because like I said, this is Alexandria. This is it. So, this is the kingdom. I wonder what star, I wonder what, like, shard number this is, though. Is it the second, the third, the 8th, the 9th, the 12th? Like I said, there's so much we could do when it comes to the story of this game now that the original story is over. Now that we're in, we can just make our own stories up as we go along. At least, Yoshi P can. It's like, yeah, we have so many things that we can just touch on and just be like, yeah, let's make a story about a reflection. Ah, you returned. Were you able to find Guruja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that, and to know that he has family who worries for him. Guruja must be glad. I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything, though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Sphene, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? So you know about the Endless. We may not discuss it openly. My people will surely notice that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I'll bear no ill will towards this mystery individual. Least that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Seam, you care for your people that much is plain, and I assume you care for the Endless too? Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that I wanted to tell you, that you wanted to tell us. What is it to do with them? I'm getting a feeling they've abused this power. The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family, but they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we've managed to do so, but should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy. I don't understand the workings of it all, but is there something we can do to help? Then, would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? But I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed. Those you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it you want? The same as you, of course. To protect my people. Tell us more about the energy. Is there something that only Zaraja can do? That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Spain! Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. And let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Sphene. I don't want the risk causing him pain. Hey, Otis.
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sphene.
Tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. Such an uncomely one, besides.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Gululja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Uh-oh. It's Aaronville, isn't it?
Nostalgia, was it? What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
Oh. So the moment has arrived.
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us. Mayakoi is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. Oh, what are we to do?
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Oris, I need you to keep Guloja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Kululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good. How's the situation in Tulihiola?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
Be ready.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated. I'm coming, Soralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Zoralja here. And I know exactly how to do that. I hope you do, because this is going to get really bad. Ah, the Protector and the Destroyer. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick and then we'll get this started.